out everywhere, and that can be hard. Those images can be hard to see for adults to process and even harder for our children. So joining us now is Dr. Brad Schwall, President and CEO of the Center for Integrative Counseling and Psychology. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's start off with how we can help parents talk to their children about what they're seeing right now and try to explain it.
Right. This is such an important time to use these teachable moments to talk to our children about racism, about the importance of empathy, learning about our history and what is impacting and leading up to today. And our children are our greatest hope. So this really is an important time to be able to discuss the importance of understanding all that is happening. So while our younger children need to be protected from images of violence, we need to be talking about what is happening. And at each different age, there are some different things that we can focus on.
Dr. Schwall, does it vary by age? And right now, there's just so many messages out there about talking to our children at home about racism as well.
Right. We can certainly teach our youngest children kindness, empathy, love, and respect. If they are aware of what is happening, we can grieve all that is happening. With our older children, find books to read, find history books, find ways to educate ourselves, because we have to be aware that our own perspective is a focused, limited perspective, but the importance is to seek to understand. With our older children, pointing out the peaceful protests, helping them to see ways that just as there is systemic racism, we can be a part of the system that leads to solutions. So we always talk about in tragedies, protecting our children from too much exposure. We want to protect from exposure to violence, but at the same time, we definitely want to talk. We want to listen to our kids, to take their lead.
Good point there. My nephew, he's 10 years old, and he wants to get out there and hold a sign as well. How do we, I guess, address that and in a safe way as well?
Right. It is important with our children because they do at different developmental stages have different understanding of community and society. Focus on what you can do in your own community. I am aware of a group of churches across communities yesterday that gathered in Dallas. If you're not going, learn about it. Look at the prayers on Facebook. So with our children, do find ways at their level that they can get involved. There is so much trauma happening right now. Our therapists have been dealing with the pandemic. Now our therapists across communities, across areas of the city are dealing with these fears and concerns. And the most important thing is to talk, to express, and then work to build empathy for those around us and put that empathy into action. We are examples for our kids for how we process what is happening and how we respond to what is happening.
Dr. Schwall, you're right. Thank you so much for joining us this midday. Always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.